Don't let Instagram likes define who you are.
Also, don't let Instagram likes define what the fuck you post.
I realized that too. I was like, oh, people like selfies more. I gotta post more selfies. I fucking hate taking selfies. You know what I mean?
Who likes taking selfies,
Yeah.
man? Yo, what's good?
New location for the podcast.
Okay.
If you're watching on YouTube, we moved into our dining area.
Our kitchen
Yeah.
/ dining area. We weren't supposed to do a podcast today, but it happened because we were about to film a video, and then we didn't like the video.
Yeah.
So now we're here.
Me and Harji have this thing where like sometimes we'll have these talks where we just like change our whole mindset about life, and I feel like it happens like once or twice a year. And today was the day. We had a whole video scripted. We worked on this video for 3 days.
Right here, if you're watching on YouTube, right here, it's a whole. How many pages is this? Hold up.
I think it's like 6 or 7 pages.
This is a 7-page script that we spent 2 days on. You know what? Not using it.
Nope.
Nah.
So we decided to do a podcast since I already put my makeup on.
Yeah,
that's
actually why. That's like, but yo, I'm ready. Can we do something?
LA is in lockdown, which means you can't leave your house. That's probably another reason why we didn't film the video, is because our videographer is not here because we're in lockdown, so we can't come over. And I feel like...
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So like, if our videographer Eric was here, we would have been like, fuck, man, Eric's here. We might as well do it.
Yeah.
He came all this way. He lives in the valley. We live here. That's like 45 minutes. Might as well.
Well, I was telling Harji how I had this like epiphany.
Yeah. Start with where this came from.
Okay. Yeah.
What did you do?
Okay. So, let me just start from the top. Okay.
Start from the top. Where did this come from?
Okay. Okay. So we're in lockdown, right? And I was just getting so frustrated. My mental health just wasn't that great. And I haven't had anxiety in a really long time. And I've been really proudful over the fact that I haven't had anxiety. And the anxiousness was coming and it was just not going. And I realized it was Instagram and Twitter that was just ruining my life. And I was just so tired of just watching everyone's stories, watching everyone's opinions on things. Like, everyone is just, I don't know. I was just getting so frustrated with everybody that I deleted Instagram and Twitter and TikTok off my phone. And it was the greatest thing I've ever done. I still posted a picture because I used Harjeet's phone.
Yeah. But then right after the picture was posted, I deleted everything off my phone because Jazz was so hyped. She's like, yo, I've never felt this much clarity. Never been so productive. I'm not scrolling for like 2 hours a day. And you don't really take in how much you scroll.
Yeah.
You don't really take it in. Like, you wake up, maybe 25 minutes of scrolling.
Yes.
During the entire day, maybe another hour and a half of scrolling. And this is on the low end.
Yeah.
I think sometimes I scroll like a ton.
Yeah. Sometimes me and Harji even were just talking about it. We were like, we would be scrolling right now. We wouldn't even be having this conversation. We would just be scrolling on Instagram. Then we'd be like, all right, let's shoot. But like we were like in deep conversation, and that had a lot to do with the fact that we deleted Instagram off our phone.
That's 100% true. And then I was saying like, we spend so much time just both of us on our phone, and then the only communication is me looking at Jazz and being like, yo, look at this TikTok. It's so funny, right? And Jazz like, yeah, that was funny. Back to looking at our phones. 2 seconds later, yo, this is fucking jokes. Back to our phones. And there's no like real communication.
Yeah.
And I feel like that just takes a toll on your entire day. But you take it in when you're stuck at home.
I know.
And you're stuck here.
You don't realize it until you're like, I have nothing else to do. And then you're just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. But back to my story. So I've been journaling because I don't know what else to do. So I started journaling every day, and I'm like, well, at least like when I'm like, you know, when I die, my kids can read this and they're going to be like, holy fuck, this is how it was when, you know, our parents were in the coronavirus pandemic, and like they were stuck at home and everything was going crazy. This is my mom's emotions and stuff. And so I was writing, and I feel like as I was writing, I was just kind of learning more about myself, and I was in my writing, I figured out that the past 5 years of my life, I haven't been me, Jazz.
That's deep.
I know.
That's
And
deep.
it took me so long to realize that, and I realized that for the past 5 years, my life has been controlled by social media. And I've been doing everything that I do because of social media. And I dress the way I dress, I act the way I act. And if you're watching me on YouTube right now, I probably like, I feel great because I'm not wearing the stuff that I usually am wearing. I actually like wore something that I thought I felt cute in. And I didn't care if I looked fat. I didn't care if I looked whatever. I was like, yo, I like these earrings. I like this necklace. I like this shirt. I'm going to wear it.
Mhm.
And I feel like for the past 4 or 5 years, I've been like, oh, I gotta dress like this person, or I gotta dress like this, and or this is cool right now, so I gotta buy this thing. And for the past 5 years, I wasn't really trying to figure out who I was as a person. And I am, oh shit.
Continue, continue, continue.
The heater went off. This is a raw ass podcast, guys. We don't care. We're just gonna keep going.
I got it. I fixed it.
I realized that I loved myself when I was younger. You know what I mean? Like thought I was so cool, and I feel like
You're still mad cool.
thanks, but I feel like I lost some of that because I lost kind of my personality, because I acted a certain way based on what the fans were telling me that they liked about me, or like what people were telling me that they liked about me, and I dressed and acted that way, and I feel like
It takes
I
a toll.
it takes a
The
toll.
other day I posted like a story
Mhm.
of me, and like my beard is way longer than it usually is right now. And someone DMs me and they're like, "Yo, trim your beard, bro. You look depressed." I was like, "Who the fuck? Who? Why is this okay?
Yeah.
Why can you say this to someone? Why? Why? And also, why does my beard make me look depressed? A bigger beard equals depression? That makes no sense. I don't understand." And then like if you keep getting those comments of people telling you, "Yo, you look way better like this," but like you don't fuck with that version of yourself,
You
you're gonna
start
end up
changing.
being like that though because you want to please everyone else,
Mhm.
and then you're like, "Fuck, man, I'm not even myself anymore,"
Yeah.
and that sucks.
It does suck. The people that's like that's what it was. People would criticize my eyebrows. They would criticize my weight, my hair, my whatever. Like even if it's stuff like, "Oh my god, you look so good with your new hair." Like hair. I always say
Here,
here, hair. With your new hair. And like, that stuff is great, but it's also like if there's like a million people telling you that, it makes you want to keep that hair. You know what I mean? Or
hmm
if people are like, I liked your hair better when it was short, or when it was long, or when it was whatever. I hate that earring on you. You change yourself based on everyone's opinions, and
exactly.
you lose yourself. And I feel like not having Instagram for the past 2 or 3 days, dude, I've gotten so much work done.
I don't think I'm gonna re-download those apps back onto my phone.
Yeah.
I think what mine and Jazz's strategy, since our lives do kind of revolve around posting on stuff, is we're gonna keep those apps on our iPad.
Yeah. So we're still gonna be posting. So still follow us on
Follow us on
Instagram, follow
everything.
us
We're
on
still gonna be
Twitter.
posting, but we're not gonna be spending hours scrolling through
Yeah.
other people's shit. We're just gonna live our life, create the shit that we love creating. Then once it's created, we're gonna post it and then carry on with creating the
And
thing we love to do.
it's good because you don't obsess over how many likes did I get? How many comments did I get? What are the comments saying? What are people saying about the video?
Yo, for so long, I was so obsessed, and I hate to admit it, but the amount of likes you get on Instagram can fuck you up, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie. For a good while, like, say you hit like a certain amount, say you hit 1,000 likes on this picture. Every other picture that doesn't hit 1,000 after that, just gonna fuck with you.
Yeah.
And maybe it doesn't fuck with you and you're way stronger than I am, but I know it fucks with a lot of people. It fucked with me a lot. I know it fucked with you a lot. And it's just
Don't let Instagram likes define who you are.
also don't let Instagram likes define what the fuck you post,
Yeah.
you know? right?
Yeah, I realized that too. I was like, oh, people like selfies more. I gotta post more selfies. I fucking hate taking selfies. You know what I
Who
mean?
likes taking selfies,
Yeah.
man? I'm sure people like taking selfies, but I don't like taking selfies.
Yeah.
I
And then
don't.
the last thing I posted was like this picture of this sign that I thought was so cool that we drove by the other day. And I was like, I need to take a picture of this.
That was a fire picture though. That was
Yeah.
a fire
And it
picture.
was like, normally I wouldn't have taken that. I wouldn't have posted that picture because I'm like, this is not gonna, and I don't even think it did get that many
You
likes.
probably would have put it on your story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to post this because I don't think it's gonna get that many likes, and I was scared. But who the fuck cares?
You liked it.
I liked it, and that's all that matters. And I want to share what I like, and I feel like I shouldn't have to curate what I create and curate what I post
Mhm.
based on what the fuck you guys want. Sorry, no offense, but like that's that. Like you guys should like people based on what they like. You know what I mean? And so yeah, that's just been the past couple of days. I feel like we got a lot of soul searching done.
We're starting to figure out what we want to do versus what it feels like we should be doing, kind of
Hmm.
thing. So same thing with stuff we did on Instagram. We did the same shit with YouTube, where
Hmm.
like the shit that would get the most views is the shit that we continue to make.
Yeah.
But what we were making versus what we liked weren't the same thing at a certain point, but we didn't care. And then now we're like, yo, that's what happened with this video. We're like, yo, we don't like this video.
Yeah, we're like, we know it's funny because we're like, we know this video is gonna get like 3 million views, 5 million views, whatever.
It's
We,
a bang.
it's a
It's
banger.
technically a
Yeah,
banger.
but because it hits all the check marks, you know what I mean? But do we personally like it? No. Do we think it's fucking hilarious? No. Do we think that, we limit our potential, we limit our creativity based on views? That's what we've been doing.
That's what we've been
So
doing, yeah.
we gotta change that. And I definitely think that, like, as you guys are in lockdown right now or in quarantine, wherever you are, you better be staying home and fucking kick your ass.
No, facts. That's not a joke.
Yeah.
Facts.
Stay home away from people until this is over, no matter where you live in the world.
Just pay attention to how much time you spend.
Limit it. Put your phone
Yeah.
away. Put your phone away for a second. Read, write, do art, paint a picture.
Talk to the person you're sitting beside.
I've been learning calligraphy.
Yeah,
That-
random,
That's
random,
what I've been doing for the past
random as
3 days.
fuck. Random as fuck. Like I was in my I was in the office learning Final Cut, which is like a editing program that I'm trying to learn and shit. Then I come out here into the living room and Jazz is like calligraphying on the iPad on
Yeah.
this calligraphy app, and I'm like, dope.
Yeah,
You're not scrolling,
exactly.
right?
I'm learning something new,
Mm-hmm.
and it's so random. And it has not. I'm not. And the best thing about it is, I will never make money from learning how to do calligraphy. And I feel like that's the best thing about it, is like just having a hobby for having a hobby. You know what I mean? Just
Just
like
for that purpose.
just doing it. And I feel like this is an era where you have like the Gary V's of the world, and like all these people that are fucking in your head. They're like, everything you do is like, you just gotta make money. You gotta build your business. You gotta build your brand. You gotta think of this. And it's like, no, sit down, relax, smell the flowers.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Big shout out to Gary Vee though.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Gary Vee. He's a legend. But
But
the thing about Gary Vee, he also preaches that this is what I think you should do.
hmm
But if doing this makes you happy, don't listen to this.
exactly.
And I feel like Gary Vee gets a lot of criticism because people don't see the
whole
whole
picture.
message that he has. But pretty much follow what makes you happy.
Mhm.
That's what it comes down to. And in the world we live in, we get caught up in what the fuck everyone else is doing.
Yeah.
And you just need to focus on what makes you happy. And I feel like that's why when we were younger and there wasn't so much internet shit going on, we couldn't see as much. We were more ourselves because we weren't so influenced by 1,000 different things that we're following online.
hmm
And yo, I feel very inspired.
I feel so
I feel
inspired.
great. I want to make shit that I love.
I think being on, even just like being on YouTube, being on Instagram, like seeing everything that everyone's doing, it it inhibits your creativity because that's what's in your mind right now. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? You're not thinking outside the box. You're thinking, oh, this person did this person did this. That's cool, that's cool, that's cool. And then when you go to like write your script or or draw your picture, whatever you're doing, whatever it is creatively that you're doing, that's in the back of your head, what you just saw. It's like how they say when you go to sleep, like if you scroll through Instagram or whatever you talk about or think about or watch last is usually what you dream about. I
Mhm.
feel like that's the same thing with like being creative. It's like whatever you see online, whatever you're reading, whatever it is that you see, it is like everything you do is inspired by that.
Mhm.
Just not intentionally, but that's just like it just happens.
It, like, becomes a part of you because 'cause you're consuming it so much
Mhm.
that, like, eventually you can argue that it doesn't, but you are what you expose yourself to, right? That's what you become. So, I'm just not gonna expose myself to bullshit no more, you know?
Yeah.
Cause like, you don't even get to choose. I guess you do get to choose, like, what you follow, but eventually you fall into a rabbit hole of just bullshit.
Yep.
So, just be aware of that, man,
There's a
and
point where I had like half the people I follow muted.
I have muted so many
Yeah.
people that I also care about a lot, but the reason that I had to mute them was because if I kept seeing their posts, I'm gonna stop loving these people.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, like, it was getting really close. I'm like, "Yo, I would rather unfollow you and you be mad at me than see all your posts all the time and then just stop being friends with you completely."
Exactly.
You know? So I have, like, half of my people muted.
Because also, like, some people are so different online than they are in person. You know what I mean? It's like two different
You
people.
you just like, "That's not you?"
Yeah. And then there are a lot of people that like post online, and I'm like, I fucking hate what you post online, and I hate you when your online personality, but I love you as a
I
person.
love hanging out with you.
And the only way to prevent hating you in general is to either mute you, but for us is just fucking delete Instagram because we're about to hate
I had to
everybody.
delete that, man. And,
No.
like, I feel no FOMO.
Yeah,
I know I'm not missing anything.
exactly.
If anything's important, it's gonna get to me eventually.
Yeah, because nobody is going out or doing anything. Like, what are you missing? People at
Yeah.
home?
But
Like,
even if they are going out,
yeah,
still
exactly.
what are you missing?
Exactly.
Nothing. You
Exactly.
miss nothing at all.
Yeah, so we've been like actually reading the news. Like that's
Yeah.
how we get our news. And it's
We
not from Twitter, it's not from Instagram, it's from like, the New York Times.
yeah, or, like,
So,
something that's,
yeah.
like, you know, like an actual news outlet or whatever. But yeah, man, it's a great day today. Hope y'all are
Mhm.
having a great day.
Yeah.
What else do you wanna talk about?
I don't know.
I don't know.
We just kind of like,
Hit record.
yeah, we've been like working really hard.
Mhm.
I feel like harder than usual, I think, because we're like stuck inside. I think before too, we also had this like, we gotta work from 8 to 4, and then after that we have the day off. But now we've
Yeah.
just been working whenever we want to work. And I
We
feel like
work
that's been
from
cool.
yeah, we work when we, want to work,
Hmm.
you know? So, like, today we started working at 11, but we're probably gonna work till, like, 10
Hmm.
because I'm, like, in the zone right now.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, every day, as soon as it got to 4, even if I got nothing done until then, I was like, "Ah, yo, it's 4, I'm out.
Yeah.
Peace." You know? But, yo, clarity. I'm having a lot of clarity. I love
Yeah.
it. I love it,
I'm
man.
having so much clarity, and I feel like it's so good. I think you guys should. I definitely recommend in this time
In this
to just
scary, scary time.
in this scary, scary time, just find yourself. And it's okay, like, especially if you're young and like you don't like you're not working or whatever it is, like it's okay to like chill. Like it's okay to relax, to do stuff like to just find yourself, do stuff for fun instead of just like, oh, now I have this time, I can start this podcast or I can
I
start.
saw a post like that. I'm like,
Yeah,
it was like, you don't have to write a movie
you
during the
don't.
quarantine. You don't have to do this. Learn about yourself.
Yeah,
Relax, calm down.
exactly.
There's so much pressure on you when the world's normal, where you have to do all these things. This is your time to just stay home and just figure yourself out.
Hmm.
Take care of yourself, self care, read a book, chill out.
I feel like that was like a huge thing too. It's like there's so much pressure on everyone, and I think it was being pushed by people online too, that like you have to have this mentality where it's like you gotta grind, you gotta hustle,
You better wake up at 5
you
a.m.
gotta be going to the gym every day, you gotta be fucking doing this, you have to do this, you have to do this. Why? And I think it's okay to ask why. Why do I need to do this? Why do I need to like, have $1 million by the time I'm this age?
Yeah,
Why?
that's a huge thing.
Mhm.
It's like ask yourself, do you really want $1 million?
Yeah.
Or do you just want $100,000? Like what's gonna make you happy? Not everyone wants to be a millionaire, but we all convince ourselves that we want all the money in the fucking world. What do you want?
Yeah. What will make you happy genuinely? And like what I feel like a big thing is like what can you
Jesus Christ. Y'all probably can't hear that, but there's dogs above us going crazy.
It's this one dog he lives upstairs from us. Every time he's on the patio and he sees another dog, he goes fucking ballistics.
He's a wild dog.
He's
He looks
crazy.
mad cute. I'm gonna
He's
give it to him.
wild.
He's wild,
He's
man.
scary as shit.
He's a wild one. What were we talking about?
Don't chase the money.
So I feel like obviously everyone would love $1 million, but choosing the thing that makes you happy first and having that lead you
Mhm.
to a lot of money and success is better than finding what gives you money and just picking it whether you like it or not.
Yeah,
I feel like that's the better route to go. I feel
exactly.
like people always do the other way. Like, yo, this job will get me this money. I'm gonna do this, even though I'm
Mhm.
gonna hate my fucking life. That's not the right way to do it. I don't think so.
That's a definitely a mentality like growing up. I remember like I was in my last year of high school and we were picking like the colleges and the universities we wanted to go to and what we wanted to do with our life, right? Cuz that was like the moment you choose. That's when you decide what you want to do with your life.
That's literally the moment
That's the moment.
during job fair or whatever the
Yeah,
fuck.
where you have to like send in your applications and you're like, "Okay, what program do I apply for?"
Mhm.
And I remember I applied to be a journalist. Like I applied for journalism school. And I remember my mom and my dad, they were like, "Well, that won't make you a lot of money. Like how much money are you going to make if you become a journalist?" And at that point, honestly, like journalism was dying and I was like, I don't know, maybe like if I'm lucky, like $30,000.
Yeah,
Like if I'm lucky, honestly,
I'm sure they get paid more though.
and they still let me go to
Mhm.
journalism school, you know what I mean? Which is great, but I feel like a lot of people were just pressured to go to the program that will give them the most money. Like, "Oh, I want to be an accountant. I got to go into accounting. I
I
got to
did
like
that.
yeah, I got to
I
go to
literally did
math."
that.
Yeah.
So when I was picking my job, I had literally two criteria. First one, I wanted money. Second one, I don't want to talk to nobody because I hated
Mhm.
talking. And now I'm recording a podcast, which is weird. But I was like, all right, accounting makes a lot of money. And for some reason, I assume that means I ain't got to talk to nobody. I'm not sure if that's the case. I'm sure accountants talk to mad people. But at that time, I was like, yo, I swear you just sit behind the computer and make balance sheets,
Yeah,
right? So that's what I picked. That's a trap, man.
I
You gotta pick what
know.
you like.
Especially if you believe in like the universe that has your back. You believe in like some type of god or a universe or the universe or whatever it is that you believe in. You got to trust that whatever you choose, like there's a reason for it. Like
Mhm.
whatever your gut instinct is telling you to do, like there's a reason for that and like you just got to trust yourself and believe in yourself and do everything with like confidence. I feel like
Yeah.
that's really important as well. And I think that's like the back to like social media. Like I feel like I lost that like the past like 5 years. It's like I lost who I was because I was chasing some dream that wasn't
Wasn't even
mine.
yours. Like,
And
how many times did you post something that you fucked with heavy, but then it didn't get the recognition you wanted, and you were like, "Is this even good?"
exactly.
And then you like deleted it.
Yeah, you question your own art.
You just delete it because you're like,
Yeah.
maybe I'm wrong, and this is garbage.
I remember there was a point where I was deleting. I was like, oh, if any picture on my Instagram has less than 10,000 likes, I'm gonna delete
I'm gonna
it because
delete
it
it,
looks bad.
even though
Like, ugh.
even though you probably love all the ones that did less than 10, and you
Mhm.
probably hate all the ones that did more than 10.
Mhm.
So like, yo, it's wild, man, and like, it's a trap that you don't think you're in, but you're probably already trapped. So,
Yeah. I
I don't
think
know.
I think this is a good lesson for everyone to just like look at what the fuck your life is and is it based on what you want or is it based on what everyone else is telling you to want? you know?
I feel like analyze everything you do,
Mhm.
every action you take, and think about why you're doing it. Like what is making you do this? This script we wrote. What is making us write this script?
Yeah.
Is it something we want to talk about and express? Or is it something that we feel like people will like and will get us views? And you gotta balance that. Like, why are you doing what you're doing?
I'm not gonna lie, when we were writing the script, we were like, "Okay, well, this will get us paid this month, honestly." Like,
Legit.
this will probably get us a lot of money, and then also, like, people will fuck with it, people will like it, people will think it's funny. And that was our driving factor.
That shouldn't be the driving
Yeah.
factor.
Even, like, last week, we posted a video, and we didn't fuck with it when we were done.
Mhm.
Like, we posted it, and
We reviewed it
we reviewed it.
and we're like, eh.
I was like, "Ugh, this is really bad."
But then you said we have to post it.
But then we were like, "We have to post it because we missed last week." That was
But
our reasoning.
but then you have to take another step back and be like, why do I have to post it?
Yeah,
Is someone gonna come here and shoot me in the face if I don't post this
exactly.
video? No.
Mhm.
No one's gonna say shit. Don't post shit you don't want to post. Don't post it that you don't do things in life that you don't want to do.
Yeah. I don't want people to be like, "Oh, well, like, that's easy for you to say. You guys are, like, established or whatever." But it's also like, even when we were talking about this, we were like, "You know what? Even if we have to like suffer a little bit in terms of money, in terms of like, like maybe we have to like really take back like how we spend our money and like how much money we plan to make, and like maybe it's okay that we don't make enough money if as long as what we're posting is what we love. I think that's more important. And I think that's okay. I think it's okay to take a step back and go downhill a little bit,
Take a hit.
and then you know reevaluate, do your shit, come back better than ever. And I think that's okay. And I think in this world where everyone's preaching grind, hustle, do your fucking work, they don't teach you that it's okay to take some time, you know, do something a little different, do what you love, take that time and like post it when you're ready, or do it when you're ready, whatever it is that you're doing.
100%. This is the best time to take some time.
Mhm.
You have mad time right now.
Yeah.
Take that
You
shit
literally have all the time in the world.
and use it, man. Learn about yourself.
One of the things that also like really bothered me, I remember, I think it was like our last like YouTube video. Sorry, this whole podcast is just gonna be us complaining. I'm sorry.
Well, we're not
We're not complaining.
complaining.
We're
But
talking about like,
but I feel like the way we're putting it can be translated to different areas of life
yes.
and to different people's professions and stuff.
Yes.
So like I hope you guys can take our experiences and apply them to your own life. Cause
Because that's the only way we know how to explain it.
yeah. And like that's our goal is to like talk about shit that happens to us and shit that we feel, and we hope that you can then apply those things to your life. Cause
Learn from our
we're
mistakes.
taking L's for you
Mm-hmm.
so you can take W's, you know?
Yeah.
So continue on your point.
Oh yeah, okay. So like last week I was reading, and it was so stupid of me. I was reading the comments of the video that we posted that I personally really didn't like.
Same.
Which was a stupid idea on my part because I already knew there was gonna be like some bad comments in there. But there was like one comment that we get fairly often, and it was like, why do you guys swear? Or like, wow, I can't believe you guys are talking about this stuff. Kids are watching your videos. And I was like, we don't make our content for kids. Oh no, they were like, oh, they preach about like making their content for kids and like
That's what it was.
yeah, that's what it was.
They first of all, we've never said that our content is for kids.
Our content is definitely not for today. My niece called me and I was like, and she was like, I watch your videos, and I'm like, you shouldn't be watching my videos, but
Yeah, like
okay.
it's weird because like yes, some of our videos can be watched by kids and it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
And that's cool. That's great. But our intention while making the videos isn't for them to be watched by kids
Yeah.
specifically. The kids want to watch it, they want to watch it.
Yeah.
That's their
But we
prerogative,
never said that our content is. But that's like another thing. It's like you're commenting that, but I'm like, And I think we're at one point in our career, we're like, "Oh, should we not swear because, like, we gotta please everybody? We gotta, like," and that was, like, a huge thing for us. We were gonna change our content. We were gonna change our humor,
I mean,
our art because somebody in the comments is complaining,
and guess what? We did.
and we did.
We did that.
And it fucked with us, and it's like, we're not being true to ourselves, and I feel like we can be so great if we just listen to our gut and don't and just stay away from, like, the negativity, which we're always gonna get no matter where you are, what you do. You can be a fucking doctor, who's gotten all these awards and saved all these lives, and you will still get criticism. You will still get
100%.
negativity towards you, and I feel like you just can't listen to it.
Dude, the greatest, the goats
Yeah.
of every industry get shit on all the time.
That's life. You just
Elon
can't
Musk
listen to
gets shit
it.
on.
Yeah.
Goddamn Jay-Z gets shit on. Who's a really good singer? I don't know. Beyonce gets shit on.
Mhm.
Everyone gets shit on. That's life, man. Leonardo DiCaprio gets shit on.
You
He's,
can't
he's
that
one of
let,
the greatest
like,
actors of all time.
yeah, and you can't let that change who you are and how you act and how you do things. It's like you just gotta do things for you.
100%.
Mhm.
100%. People are always gonna talk shit. I feel like we're also in that era where people just need a reason to say something about you.
Yeah.
They just want a reason. They want you to stumble so they can say some fucked up shit about you. And like that's not going away. I don't see that leaving anytime
Yeah.
soon. So you'll have some thick skin, do what you love, and call it a day, man.
Mhm. Another thing I learned from, like, just no social media is, like, I genuinely wanna call my friends. And I
Yeah.
genuinely wanna talk to them because I don't know what's going on with their life because I'm not on Instagram. And I think that's so great that I actually wanna, like, okay, like, I wanna hear it from you. I wanna talk to you. What's up? What's going on? What are you up to? Because I haven't looked at your story. I haven't looked at your page. Like, I don't know what's
I
going
actually don't
on.
know what's going on with you,
Yeah.
right?
And I think that's great, and I think we stopped calling people, we stopped texting people, we stopped asking people how they are because we just see whatever they're doing on social media and we assume that they're great. We assume that, like, we already know everything they're doing. Even, like, when we talk to people, we were so excited to tell them a story and they're like, "Oh, I already heard it on the podcast. Oh, I heard this on the vlog.
I heard that shit.
Oh, I heard that on your, like, Instagram story." And then it's like, "Oh, okay, I guess I won't tell you the
Alright,
story then,
fine.
that's fine."
It's gonna be better the second time, I
Yeah.
promise.
Yeah, so I think, like, this is a great time to just, like, call people. All in all, just honestly limit your social media intake. That's all that's all I'm saying. I think it's great. I think it's a great idea.
I think that's great advice.
Yeah.
That's amazing advice.
Mhm.
Limit the social media and talk to the people you love.
I feel like knowing what people are doing does no benefit to you.
It actually, if you really think about it, it brings you no value.
If you're following, like, comedians or, like, sketch comedy
You know,
channels.
like people that, like to make you laugh,
Like, as source of entertainment.
or if you're listening to a podcast that's giving you some great advice,
Exactly.
then yes, there's value there.
Yeah, or, like, if you're on YouTube and you're watching, like, Instagram sorry, what am I saying? If you're on, like, YouTube, you're watching, like, how to do your makeup or, like, stuff like that, like, stuff that teaches you things, like, I feel like that's great, but I feel like especially at a time like this, you really shouldn't be spending most of your time looking at how other people are spending their time. Like,
You, you
honestly.
don't need to know that Sarah is bored as fuck during quarantine.
Yeah.
You don't need to know that.
And can everyone please stop fucking reposting the same post?
Fuck, man.
You know what I hate too? Now I'm just, like, roasting social media. It's like I hate when everyone's like, "Oh, you didn't post about the coronavirus. That means you don't care. You didn't post about this person dying. That means you didn't care." And I'm like,
Shut the
"Shut
fuck
up."
up,
And
man.
it's funny because there's people out there that don't know a life before social media.
It's like I don't need to post about everything that
Yeah.
happens. I don't need to talk about coronavirus.
Mhm.
Everyone else is already talking about coronavirus.
Yeah.
Why do I need to give my input now? This
Mhm.
makes no sense. If someone dies, I don't need to say rest in peace on Twitter
Mhm.
for me to be sending my well wishes
Yeah.
and condolences to that family. You feel me? Makes no sense. I hate it. I don't like it. I'm pissed now. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm straight. But yeah, that was this podcast.
That was like a big rant slash. That's what we've been thinking about the past 2 days. I hope you guys enjoyed that.
I'm gonna go out and say that this was probably the best episode
Yeah,
so
I don't even
far.
know. This had no like structure. We had no plan for this, and I love that.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do like it, let us know.
Let us know.
Let us know. We are still checking our DMs and stuff, but we're only just doing it once a day
Yeah.
instead of doing it throughout the day. So feel free to like,
Hit us up.
do you wanna give them our number?
Yo, fam.
We got a phone number that you can text message.
So this is like 35 minutes into the podcast. We're gonna put the phone number earlier as a pop-up. Since like obviously, right?
If you're watching, yeah.
If you're watching. But our phone number, so you can text us and talk to us. Let me tell you what it is, all right? And trust me, it is us texting you back.
I'll tell you what it is. It's 310 421
All right.
0880.
Why'd you have to tell them?
Because I had it up open first.
I have it up too.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I thought you were still looking for it.
I wasn't looking at it. I have it right here.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I have that.
Okay.
All right then.
Sorry.
Yo, I love you.
At least like from our last podcast, me and Harju were like gonna kill each other, and like now we're like in love again. So it's cool.
I was watching that podcast though, and it was funny as fuck.
It was really funny.
But yo, 310-421-0880. Text us. We'll talk to you. All that good stuff. We'll give you our inspirational advice.
Yeah.
And
let us know your problems.
All that fun stuff. Let us know your problems. It's gonna be us sending you selfies randomly throughout the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you guys are like doing all that stuff, following us and
Apple,
shit. So
if you're on Apple Podcasts, rate that shit. Do what you need to do. We love y'all. Hope you love us too.
Stay safe, stay inside. Don't go crazy. Don't kill your parents. Don't kill your significant other. Don't kill anybody. If you feel like you're gonna murder somebody, go to your room and go to sleep.
Get a therapist.
I know this is the time where everyone's like, oh, I can't stand you anymore. And stay off social media as much as you can if you want. I think that's a really good challenge. I challenge you to do a day without your phone and do fucking art.
Do something.
Peace. I'm sorry for swearing, but I'm not sorry.
Fuck that.
It's the only way I can show my passion.
By putting a fuck in between two other words.
You know I'm passionate when I say fuck.
But is she passionate or is she fucking passionate?
I don't know because I think I'm fucking passionate. Okay, we're gonna stop.
Peace out.